You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, B&B fans. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and things are getting intense on the CBS soap opera. Just as Steffy seemed to get Finn off the subject of calling her brother a killer, Thomas came clean to Hope, and that came hot on the heels of Liam showing up to sling accusations against his rival to his ex-wife. What we didn't see, though, is actually very fascinating. There was a bonus scene that was released last week in which Hope roasted Liam about his fixation on her and Thomas, and it was epic. I'm going to tell you about it, but please click subscribe first if you haven't already. So, you guys know all this started because Xander Avant came to town for no reason that Bold and the Beautiful has explained or offered. He's been gone for years. We've heard nothing about a job or family or any explanation for why he's in LA years later, after the firing, after he was exposed as one of the Baby Beth liars, coming to get a doctor's appointment improbably from the spouse of a Forrester. Too many coincidences, you guys. It has to be. So when Hope told Liam that Xander was in town, not only did he seem unsurprised, but he also defended Xander. One of the people that perpetuated their daughter's kidnapping and the lie about it, he said, "I just can't make myself blame Xander. That's total BS." And then he also immediately and very accurately guessed that Xander's in town messing with Thomas. All that to me adds up to either bad writing, because too many coincidences is bad writing, or, maybe Liam's psychic, or more likely, maybe he asked Xander to come back, stir the pot with these murderous accusations. I mean, it would be a very Spencer thing to do. Scott Clifton said recently that Liam's behaving like a villain, and that would be pretty villainous. So after Liam left and Thomas showed up, Hope's new man absolutely stunned me and stunned Hope by telling her the absolute truth. He really came clean. Looking back at those clips, he was spot on with what he confessed. And what's interesting is that while Hope Logan is bothered by it, she also believes what he told her. And I will say that what he confessed aligns to what he told Ridge back in 2019 when he came clean to his dad, and also to the footage that we saw on the show. So if Hope supports Thomas and Liam's goal was to split them, well, he might have failed. As for Finn, he promised Steffy that he would drop the whole Thomas is a killer thing, but I knew as soon as he said it, that was going to turn out to be a lie. If Xander, or Liam, if he's involved, finds out Finn's going to drop the issue, I think they're going to double down on everything. In the meantime, there was this bonus scene that CBS released after the Liam Hope conversation at her cabin when her ex really irritated her. The first rude thing he did was walk in without knocking. And then he started making some smart mouth comments about, "At least you're not in lingerie this time." I think he's butthurt because Hope never got sexy for him in lingerie. She was always a good girl when they were together, or trying to be. What's interesting is that the bonus scenes usually have bearing on the storylines, but they're not usually important. These are just scenes they couldn't fit into the 30-minute time slot. Of that half hour, there's about 16 to 17 minutes of actual Bold and the Beautiful action, and the rest is just ads for terrifying drugs. So this bonus scene, I think, should have really been part of the episode because it's a really good barometer of where Hope's mind was before Thomas showed up and how she sees Liam right now. And I think it's very integral to the plot, but they decided not to show it to us. It's not a deleted scene, it's a bonus scene. So, of course, in the scene, Hope defended Thomas and told Liam her new guy's not a killer. And then Liam pulled that smart aleck stuff about, which Thomas is that? I keep forgetting because there's two of them. So here's what I know. After Liam ran down Vinny with his dad's car, Liam would still be in prison if Thomas hadn't told the truth to save him. And while he was behind bars, Liam liked and trusted Thomas well enough to ask him to watch after Hope and the kids. This was after Thomas had the brain surgery. And maybe Brad Bell somehow forgot all that. I don't think the viewers did, because now we have Liam talking totally differently, and I just think it's all down to jealousy. All that aside, this bonus scene is Hope writing Liam a pretty funny reality check. You know, she's done it before, and she did it in this unaired scene too. So Hope was talking to Liam about them both messing things up. And in one part of it, Liam admits he's done things he shouldn't have done and that she's not solely to blame for the breakdown of her marriage. That all needed said on an episode, so it's kind of frustrating they didn't air it. So after that part of the bonus scene, though, was when it got really interesting to me. Hope says, I would just like us to get to a place where we can move past the hurts we've caused each other, all the things that can't be undone, and just move on. And Liam kind of snaps back at her, well, I think you've been managing that. And I believe that comment was him slamming her for moving on with Thomas, because let's be real, Liam's fixated not on getting back with Hope, but making sure she cannot enjoy being with the man she wants, which is definitely not Liam. So then Hope slammed Liam in a very calm and self-assured voice. She said, well, maybe if you didn't waste so much energy trying to talk some sense into me and redirect more of that towards yourself, it could work, right? Invest that energy in you, in our daughter, Spencer Publications, I don't know, get a hobby, download a dating app, whatever works for you. That's what Hope said to him. And when she finished that little mini tirade, Liam kind of gave that little smirking smile that he does, and he looked down at his feet. Yeah, the dating app idea sounds great, except what Hope doesn't know that Steffy and Thomas and Finn and Liam all know, and the viewers, is that Liam doesn't want to date. He just wants his ex back, Steffy, you know? So I do love that Hope told him, and of course I'm paraphrasing here, be a better parent, do your job, try knitting or pickleball, or just go get laid and quit bothering me because I've moved on and I'm happy with my life. You know, whether I know viewers are very split on who she's with, but it's her business, not anybody else's. I actually laughed out loud when she said all that. So while I liked her reaction, I think her comments, you know, showing that Liam needs to get a life will only spur him to get more fixated on destroying her relationship with Thomas. We'll see how it goes. Unfortunately, I cannot show you the clip because it's copyrighted and CBS didn't release it on social media or YouTube. So the only way to access it was off this Australian TV, and I can't take their stuff. I don't break copyright. But that's the gist of it. It was very good, and I wish they would post these scenes on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook. I could not find this specific clip on the Paramount app, on CBS.com. I had to go to like dark corners to find it. So I would like to show it to you, but that's everything that happened. And it was very important for the storyline and very funny. All right, that's it. What do you guys think? Is Hope right? And Liam needs to get a dating app, a hobby, and a life? Please click subscribe if you haven't already. Definitely drop your comments and come back soon. We're here talking bold 7 days a week. And as always, it's Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.